As a career professional, one of the best things you can do for your career success is to have a fully optimized LinkedIn profile. Not only will this get the attention of hiring managers and recruiters all over the globe, but it will also give you more confidence to put yourself out there and land better career opportunities. So if your profile is a little bit bare, or if you're just not sure where to even begin to spruce it up, tune in, because in this video I'm sharing 5 mind-blowing LinkedIn profile tips for job seekers. Hey, I'm Heather, a career strategy expert, and over the years I've helped hundreds of thousands of professionals build their personal brand so that they can land their dream job and grow in a field they love. So if you want the same thing, consider subscribing and tapping the bell notification down below so you're notified when I host a live training or publish a new video like this every week here on my channel. And hey, if you want access to dozens of LinkedIn networking templates to help you tap into the hidden job market, it's time to grab my exclusive resource, the Career Advancement Toolkit. Not only is it jam-packed with LinkedIn resources, but it's also full of resume, cover letter, and job interview follow-up templates, along with detailed video lessons, instructions, guides, and checklists to help you put your best foot forward and secure your next position with confidence and ease. I'll place a special limited time link for you down below. LinkedIn is the #1 platform for career professionals to grow their personal brand, showcase their abilities, and find new career opportunities. And if you have a fully optimized LinkedIn profile, you're 40 times more likely to receive job opportunities. Now here's the thing, LinkedIn may feel a little intimidating or overwhelming if you're new or haven't used it in a while, but I promise if you follow these 5 steps, you'll improve your LinkedIn profile and hopefully rise to all-star status. Okay, let's jump into it. The first step is to make a strong first impression with your headshot and headline. This is the very first thing other LinkedIn users will see when you make a post in the newsfeed. Anytime you make a comment on a post, anytime you send a message, or anytime you write an article. Not only that, it's the very first thing a recruiter or hiring manager sees when they do a search on LinkedIn to find someone with your skills and abilities. So it's absolutely necessary to get these 2 things spot on right out of the gate. So let's first talk about your headshot. If you have it in your budget, get a professional to take a nice headshot for you. You can use the same headshot on all of your social media accounts to create brand consistency. If you need a quick headshot, have a friend take your photo from the elbows up in a nice setting with a clean background. Make sure you're dressed professionally, smiling and looking directly at the camera. Now let's talk about your headline. Your headline needs to clearly convey the position or industry you're interested in, along with your greatest career strengths and attributes. So how do you accomplish this in 220 characters or less? First, start with the job title followed by a vertical line, then introduce key terms that describe your strengths and relate directly to the position. So let's say, for example, that I was a senior graphic designer. My headline could look something like senior graphic designer with a vertical line, logo and web design, Adobe Creative Suite, Sketch, HTML5, CSS3. Or it could look something like senior graphic designer with a vertical line, specializing in logo design, web design, and brand strategy. Notice in these examples the variety of phrases used. Don't be afraid to switch out these phrases from time to time, depending on the position you're most interested in. The point here is to pull in important and relevant key terms and catch the attention of recruiters and hiring managers. Now you could take it one step further and include some type of quantifiable achievement in your headline. Let's take our senior graphic designer example again. In this case, it would look something like senior graphic designer creatively designing and maintaining over 100 websites, leading to the increase in customer base for multiple vendors by over 45%. Now, some folks make the mistake of putting their current job title as the headline. This may work sometimes, especially if you work for a larger coveted company. But if you're wanting to transition into a different field or position yourself in a new industry, you may need to change the wording slightly. Now, the second LinkedIn tip for job seekers that I have for you is to use a conversational tone to tell your true career story in your About section. So your About section is a great place to engage other LinkedIn users by telling them more about your background and conveying your passion for the work that you do. It's the perfect place to show your personality and your character. Now, unlike a stuffy resume, you can write your About section in first person. In fact, it's the only way to communicate in your LinkedIn profile. So here's an an example. Let's say I'm a digital marketer. I would start with something in my About section that says, digital marketing is my passion. I am a driven digital marketing specialist eager to successfully promote campaigns that drive interest among potential buyers. Now, while it's still a professional platform, LinkedIn is a bit more down to earth, so don't be afraid to use your real voice to talk about your career story. Write about how you got started, your passion for the field, some key accomplishments, and where you currently are in your career. Then end it with a call to action, like an invitation to connect with you on the platform or to reach out to you through email. Now, here's the thing. Inside of the Career Advancement Toolkit, I have a step-by-step tutorial, template, and example on how to write an over-the-top About section. So remember, there's a limited time link for you down below so you can grab your toolkit today. But either way, your About section should have 4 main areas. The first paragraph to discuss your career passions and what drives you most in that area. The second paragraph to discuss your strengths and accomplishments in more detail. A career highlight section to go even deeper into your achievements, making them quantifiable if you can, and an expertise section where you list short keywords or phrases followed by a comma to describe your greatest skills, expertise, and knowledge. Now tell me in the comments down below what's one of your special skills that you could include in your expertise section. The third LinkedIn tip for job seekers that I have is to create a keyword-rich profile. Now, I've already talked a lot about keywords, so I'm bringing them up again, which says that they are pretty important, so pay attention here. Keywords are especially useful in your headline, your job titles, and your About section. They help someone know right off the bat who you are professionally, and more importantly, they help your profile appear in search results. For example, if a recruiter or hiring manager is looking for a nonprofit director who specializes in public relations and event planning, and you have those keywords in your profile can pop up at the top of their search results. So how do you know which keywords to use? First off, examine the job title and the position you want very carefully. Make sure your headline matches or is very similar to the title of the position. Beyond just the title, you want to mirror the words the company uses in the job description in other areas of your profile, such as your About section and your work experience section. The goal is to naturally weave in their language so it doesn't feel like you've just copied and pasted sentences from the job posting or from their website. Your LinkedIn skill endorsements are also important keywords to be aware of. And since we're on to that topic, let's move into the next tip, and that is to beef up your profile through endorsements and recommendations. At the bottom of your LinkedIn profile, you'll find the skills and recommendations sections. These can be proof that you are a competent professional and that you are an expert in what you say you are. Think of it this way. Anyone can say they have good labor management skills, right? But if 30 people have endorsed you in that skill, an HR person can see that you're the real deal. Now, LinkedIn allows you to add up to 50 skills and highlight your top 3. You can even rearrange the order of your 3 depending on what you want to emphasize. But my personal recommendation is to use 25 to 30 skills and go from there. You don't want to water down your profile. So you're probably wondering, how do you get people to endorse you or write a recommendation for you in the first place? Great question. After connecting with colleagues or past coworkers on LinkedIn, send them a message that says something like, "Hi," include their name, "Hope you're doing well. I'm looking to build my profile and was wondering if you would consider endorsing me for skills X, Y, and Z," and then of course name 3 to 4 relevant skills here. If you recall, when we worked together at, list the company name, I helped, and then briefly describe a project you did where you used these skills. It would mean a lot to me, and I would be more than happy to return the favor for you. Thanks again, I hope all is well, and then sign your name. Now, endorsements are a little bit different than recommendations, but you can still use the same template, but change the wording just a little bit when asking for a recommendation by saying something like, "Would you consider writing me a recommendation for my work on," and then briefly describe the project you completed together. Accruing skill endorsements and recommendations doesn't happen overnight, so start now by reaching out to people who can vouch for your work. And remember, returning the favor by giving honest endorsements and recommendations for some of your coworkers too will go a long way. Now, the 5th LinkedIn profile tip I have for you is to develop lasting relationships with other professionals. Once you build a strong profile, you want to really leverage the platform by connecting with others. Start with individuals you already know. This can be family members, friends, people you went to college with, or even past and current coworkers. Send them a personalized message that briefly mentions your history together and asks them to connect. This is a great way to start growing your network. You can even connect with people who have the same or similar job titles as you, thought leaders and influencers in your industry, or managers and CEOs of companies you'd like to work for. Once again, send them a personalized connection request that says something like, "Hi," give the person's name, "I see you work for," list the company, "I love how they are making new innovations in the world of digital marketing," and then briefly describe some of their current work. "Would you mind if we connect here on LinkedIn? Sincerely," and then list your name. So in addition to people you already know and new people in your industry, the other group of people that you want to develop relationships with is recruiters and hiring managers. Reaching out to recruiters and hiring managers is a great way to make yourself stand out as a candidate. Tell them who you are, why you're contacting them, and why you're passionate about the position or the field. Then ask them to connect and continue talking. You can say something like, "Hi," recruiter's name, "I recently applied for the technical support engineer position for Netflix. I've heard so many great things about this division and would love the opportunity to discuss how I can help," and then implement technical solutions. "Can we connect here on LinkedIn?" Now for a step-by-step video on how to find and talk to recruiters on LinkedIn, take a look at this video right here. I'll also link it down below. And remember to grab your copy of the Career Advancement Toolkit for some stellar video lessons, templates, guides, checklists, and instructions to help you land your next job a lot faster. The special limited time link for you is in the description down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button down below, subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this, and I'll see you in the next one.